Yo, what's up guys? Today I want to listen to Swimming by Mac Miller for the first time. I didn't know too much of his music before he passed, other than maybe that Diablo song. I used to listen to that a lot, but I don't know why I never got around to listening to his albums or much of his music at all. After he passed and Circles dropped, that album had a massive impact on me all the way through 2020 to this day. It was probably my most listened to album of 2020, and it was my album of the year of 2020. And it only makes sense for me to now go back and listen to the rest of his albums. I think I want to start with Swimming next, because I know I'm doing it backwards, but I think there was a concept, right, where it was supposed to be swimming in circles and these two kind of belong together. I'm excited to dive into this album and listen to it for the first time. Alright, the first track we got is Come Back to Earth. Let's go.
Words look just like Texas shooting sun. And I got neighbors that more like strangers. We could be friends. I just need a way out.
We're 16 seconds in and I already have goosebumps. I feel like this is going to be insane. Alright, let's keep going.
My head, I'll do anything for a way out. Just feel like living.
I'm loving the production on this. This sounds beautiful. His singing voice is so soothing and nice too. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this just off the first 30 seconds even.
And I got neighbors that more like strangers. We could be friends. I just need a way out.
There's this eerie feeling. This is hitting me different. Massive fan of that first track. The production, the singing, it was so peaceful and nice. Yeah, that was definitely a very impactful track already. That's probably one of my favorite album intros I've heard in a while. At track 2 we got Hurt Feelings.
That means it's mine, keep to myself. Listening to Whitney and whipping it through the city, yeah. Man on a mission, figure it out.
Really liking this track too. The production looks like it's going to be on point through this whole project, just like it was on Circles. Yeah, that seems like it's one of his strong points on his album so far, from what I'm gauging. Yeah, I mean, what more can you ask? His singing voice is amazing, his rapping, his flows are nice, his instrumentals and his production is good. Like, there's nothing more you can want in an artist, really.
Ladies through the PA when I pull up, sounding like a concert or a monster truck. I'm tripping, but I won't change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different, I can't complain. Lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on it. No, we don't wanna hurt your feelings, 'cause it's only just begun. This shit that I'm dealing with, but I wish I forget. Used to be feeling depressed. Don't fuck around and be a victim of your pride. Why you lying? Tell the truth and step aside.
This beat is special. I'm really liking this beat.
My surroundings, I be going through it. You just go around it. Know what you miss? Shame on you. Yeah. Shame on you. Everything's strange. She was getting lifted, now we getting paid. Shame on you.
That track was amazing too. The first track and the second track have been phenomenal. Really putting so much of himself into his music. It's like he really is expressing himself. He isn't holding much back. He's letting us know exactly how he feels. And it's putting us exactly in the mind state that he's in at this time. Like, through the lyrics, there weren't too many filler lines, as in a lot of these lines felt like they really are written from the heart. Definitely love that track. The next track we got What's the Use, track 3.
This ain't nothing without it. Don't let them get that you know of. You don't need to hold up. I'm so able to be on the tech.
I'm loving this track. The energy to it is kind of like that funk kind of feel. Some of the tracks on To Pimp a Butterfly felt like this. Like These Walls and King Kunta, like it has that bounce to it, that funk to it.
But it never worried my brain. Head's turning like a hurricane, swerving till the sun get up out of my shade. I don't get the picture, cut him out of that front. I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little sister, you.
Yeah, big fan of that third track. Reminds me of some of the tracks on To Pimp a Butterfly, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. Probably my favorite album of all time. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the kind of just the vibe of the track in general. The production, again, 10 out of 10 so far. The only thing I would say is this track was very happy, like upbeat, even though there were some signs of, like he was talking about feeling sentimental in the hook. But like there were a lot of kind of lines where he was kind of painting this picture of that he's kind of happy, like he's feeling up. It sounds upbeat. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do. Like it's the swimming in circles thing kind of makes it seem like, okay, he's going in a circle, like round and round, like this cycle. So I don't know if that's what he's talking about, like these ups and downs kind of thing, of like feeling happy then low kind of thing. Yeah, maybe that's done intentionally. Definitely enjoyed all 3 tracks so far. It's 3 out of 3. Next track, track 4, we got Perfecto. I love when he starts the tracks like this, just with those, I don't even know what to call them, just like those ad-libs, I guess, I don't know.
Holding my breath, this ain't what I expected. Don't argue to death. I'm treading water, I swear that if I drown, I don't care. They calling for me from the shore. Is it? Who really has the time?
I like what he's saying. He's saying it ain't perfect, but I don't mind because it's worth it. He's saying there's so many things I love about life, but there's so many things that are so bad about it and things that I struggle with. So it's like this love-hate relationship. And obviously the line where he's saying living off borrowed time, that line is obviously going to hit different now. This is definitely a very different experience listening to this album for the first time now than it probably was when it came out.
It's on the surface, I look so fine, but really I'm back together when I'm out of order. Perfect.
I love that section he ended on. It was like a film score. There was like violins and it was this. Yeah, I really enjoyed that track too. This is looking like it's gonna be an amazing album. These first 4 tracks, I don't think I can say anything bad about them really. Track 5, we got Self Care.
What do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking wherever I go. I can fly on my feet when I be gliding. I just slide it. You feeling like you hiding off the milk, yeah. You can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself, yeah. Tell them they can take that bullshit elsewhere.
That flow there sounds amazing. With this beat, every single beat has been so good. I'm really feeling this track so far.
Be alright, gon' be alright. Switch the time zone. What do I know? I'm a speeder. Somebody save me from myself, yeah. I swear.
I love this track because it's kind of that new wave melodic rap style, but usually artists do it with auto-tune, but Mac Miller's voice doesn't need auto-tune. So it's is so unique, but it's something so common now. But because there's no auto-tune at all, it sounds so raw at the same time, which is crazy. I really like this. I'm just a fan of these hooks. All of his hooks really that I've heard so far have been good. I've never heard a Mac Miller hook or chorus and been like, I'm not feeling this one.
I feel when I be gliding, I just slide and then I roll up.
That beat switch hit me out of nowhere. There was no warm up. You gotta warm me before doing that. I did not know that was coming. That hit me out of nowhere. We gotta go back because I was not expecting that. Bro, honestly, if you just gave me all of these instrumentals, I would still enjoy it so much. That's how good this production is. Alright, that was Self-Care. Bro, that track was amazing. It's so good that I can't even tell you which one I preferred. The first half was so beautiful. The second half was amazing. It sounded so good. The production from start to finish on that track. That beat switch was so unexpected. That's what made it so impactful. How it's there's not even a build up. It just goes going in one direction and boom, the other way. Maybe my favorite track I've heard so far. Probably the first two and this are probably my favorite three so far. He hasn't missed at all. I can't stress that enough. So far, I've enjoyed probably every second of the album. Track 6, we got Wings.
I got a bone to pick like roses. I'm just talking shit, I wonder through the motives. Wonder who the fuck I'm supposed to be. I don't know what it's all about. Running through too many thoughts to count. That's way better. Hey, hey. So much till my heart get broke. I don't really know how the normal shit go. So I guess I just play it by ear. Silence is all.
Another track that I'm enjoying a lot. As in the production, these drums are they're weirdly timed, but it sounds good. The way he came in flowing at the start, the way he started harmonizing in the middle. It feels like this track's supposed to be all over the place. It's not supposed to have a lot of structure, and it's constantly evolving, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'm enjoying it as much as the first 5, but I'm definitely still really liking this track.
Search the universe with me. Lucifer's humans are we. All I ever want is what I need, and that don't include your time and company.
Hey, that flow he did there was smooth.
The walls keep getting wider. I just hope I never find them. No.
I love that sound, that sample. It sounds like a bird being strangled or something, but it sounds good. Oh, maybe it was supposed to sound like a bird being strangled. I just saw that the title of the song's Wings. Birds have wings. Sounds like a bird being strangled. Maybe I'm reaching, I probably am. Yeah, another track I really enjoyed. Definitely enjoyed the previous 5 tracks to this more, but I still really enjoyed it. It just shows you how good this album's been so far. Track 7, we got Ladders.
Somehow we gotta find a way. I know it feels so good right now, but it all come falling down. When the night meet the light, turn the day. Never seen it be so real. It feels so good right now.
His singing voice is so crazy. It just sounds so unique. I don't think there are many rappers that can make you feel like this with their singing voice. Just even though he's not hitting the craziest notes or anything, just the way, the emotion in his voice, it always makes you feel something.
So high, ladder all the way up till we touching the sky. And you know you're dead wrong, you in love with a lie. Oh, just shoot your shot.
So many instruments here. Sounds like there's a band playing or something. That is beautiful.
Cats don't make sense. Just might slip into the sea. Fucking God if it all ain't me. I wouldn't wait forever.
Like the way he just put all those instruments together, had those sections where you just felt the energy, and how he was just kind of riding over the instrumental. So far, we're 7 for 7. Track 8, we got Small Worlds.
Yeah, the world is so small till it ain't. I never keep you waiting. Yeah, I think I know it all.
There's so much personality in the way he delivers his lyrics. It's not just the writing or the production. The delivery is always so unique too. He has his own way of kind of performing his lyrics that takes it to another level.
You always at the mall when you broke. Yeah, and I just wanna ball.
That's facts. We all know her. We all know her. Why are you at the mall again? You have no money. What are you doing at the mall? Seriously. Like, out of all people. I ain't got money either, so I can't say anything, but let's keep going.
Never keep my shit together. You never told me being rich was so lonely. Nobody know me. Oh, the world is so small till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't. I'm building up a wall till it break, till it break, till it.
Oh, I'm loving this hook. The world is so small till it ain't till it ain't. That part is just hitting me for some reason. Just the way it's coming across, it's giving me goosebumps. I don't even know what it is. You know, in the movies where they take a trip to like some Caribbean island, that's what this sample sounds like. Okay.
Looking at my dreams, who I wanna be. I guess you gotta see it to believe. Don't tell me nothing but the truth. I'm tired, I don't got a spare second.
I love that last piano chord he ended on, just that kind of dark, like dun. I actually can't believe it. We're 8 for 8 so far, and I've enjoyed every second, and I'm not even exaggerating, honestly. I don't usually enjoy the whole album like this, where every single second I'm enjoying it. There's usually at least like a 10-second section of a song here and there that I'm like, I don't know if I like that part. But really, there's nothing I can really point to and say I didn't like that or I didn't enjoy that. Track 9, we got Conversation Part 1.
On the same shit, no way. You ain't from my planet, we don't speak the same language. This no imagination, it could do you right, improve a life you busy wasting. You ain't from my planet, we don't speak the same language. This is an occasion, ain't it?
To be honest, this is the first one where I'm not really feeling the hook. Yeah, maybe it'll grow on me.
Basement, made a way to the top, now I'm in the spaceship. You make it, otherwise just a conversation. We ain't on the same shit.
The first listen, I didn't really like that track too much. It was okay, there were some good parts. I like the beat, that the production's still great. But I mean, this is still phenomenal. There's one track that I don't enjoy out of 9 so far. We've got 4 tracks left. The next track is Dunno, track 10.
Yeah. She do whatever she like. Well, we was fucking, almost missed my flight. I wasn't. Wouldn't you rather get along? Wouldn't you rather get along? Let's get lost inside the
I love how everything sounds so cinematic. It's like a film score, the way this album sounds. But it's also so hip hop too. It's like if hip hop and film scores had a baby. But I like the message. I like how he was painting this scenario in your head. Like I think he was telling a story, and I could see images of what he was kind of showing me through the words. Yeah, there were definitely some parts of it I like, some parts of it I didn't. Might grow on me. I can definitely see that growing on me in the future. Just off first listen, not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, there were definitely some parts of it I like, some parts of it I didn't. I can definitely see that growing on me in the future. Just off first listen, not the biggest fan of it. Track 11, we got Jet Fuel. I like that song.
I'll be a superhero, flying around with a cape with some bad guys. Got my head underwater, but I ain't had mine. Made a couple million off of rap lines. Y'all can't tell me nothing no more. I'ma be here for a while longer than I did expect to. I was out of town, getting lost till I was rescued. But I never run out of jet fuel. Well, I was out of town, getting lost till I was rescued. Now I'm in the...
So many different instruments coming in at random times. Who's gonna think that whatever that is, like a saxophone or some shit, is gonna randomly come into the track? No one can predict that coming in. Like, at this point, he's just thinking, I want a violin here. You know what? Let's get a saxophone. And it sounds amazing every time. He just throwing instruments everywhere and it sounds beautiful. That sounds so beautiful. Sounds like something straight out of Blonde. Like, that's amazing. That sounds beautiful. I don't know what to say. I know I've probably said amazing a bunch of times already, so let's use a different word. That was phenomenal. That was spectacular. That was fantastic. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, that track was one of my favorites so far. There was so many different elements to it. That end section was so beautiful. That hook was so catchy and interesting. The next track we got is 2009, the second to last track. Let's hope he ends just as strong as he started. Bro, the violins. This guy's got an orchestra in the studio or something. This sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like what he's doing there. Did he kind of auto-tune himself to be out of tune or something? It sounds a bit off, I don't know, something weird about the way he sounds on this.
What's behind that door? Yeah, they ask me what I'm smiling for. Need to lie no more. Nowadays all I do is shine, take a breath and ease my mind.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I really did not like that track. Apart from this violin section at the start, I was kind of just waiting for it to end. Yeah, that track is probably the only one that I really didn't like. And I probably can't even see it growing on me, to be honest. But I mean, I never expect an artist to go flawless from start to finish. Like, there's probably going to be something that I don't enjoy. Music is subjective, so I never go into an album expecting myself to like every single track. The last track we got on here is So It Goes.
I tell them red light, stop it, shit, that give me more headaches than alcoholics. There was a promised land, we'll call it even. I bring more flavor than all the seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, the grass is always greener till I cut it off. The bus will come around later and we won't let no one close to us. We could be posted up.
That sample again sounds beautiful. That I can't even do it.
And everybody wanna reach inside your pocket, so it goes. Well, everybody gather round. I'm still standing, sit down. Whoa, rap. My eyes on the Enterprise. Nine lives, never die, fuck a heaven, I'm still getting high. Feeling like I'm 7'5", damn it, cross planets, interstellar, Neverland. Not a Jackson packed with action, so what's happening, my man? No
That flow, amazing, loving this track. Love that track. Love it so much. Everything about it. I'm not even going to try and describe what I love about it. Some things are best left unsaid. Like, I don't even know how to describe why I loved it, what I loved. That was Swimming by Mac Miller. If we're looking back on the album, I enjoyed every second of it pretty much, apart from 2009. Some tracks I didn't like as much, but I gave them the chance of growing on me. In terms of just this being a first listen, this is probably one of my favourite first listens I've ever done. And I'm glad I captured it on camera, because this first listen had me feeling so many different ways. In a way, I'm glad I'd heard Circles before hearing this, because then it made more sense. Because that swimming in circles concept kind of makes sense, because he's saying this one did feel like there's this blissful ignorance. Like, he's anxious, but it's like, I'm swimming, it's fine, I'm swimming. Like, I'm not drowning, I'm swimming, I'll reach shore. Like, let's say you're in the middle of the ocean and you're swimming. You're thinking, you know what, yeah, I'm very anxious, I might die, but at least I'm swimming right now, so there's a chance I'll survive. But the second one, the reason it was so much darker and moodier is because the realization that, hold on a second, I'm swimming in circles, I'm not going anywhere. And then falling into that hopelessness, is that whole concept kind of makes sense to me now. There was so much musicality to it, like so much instrumentation, so many different sounds and samples and instruments through the whole thing. You couldn't even keep track of what you were hearing. You never knew when it would switch up on you. The beat switches, so many things that were added onto tracks to evolve the track that I didn't see coming. In a few months I might need to put that up next to Circles. When this album grows with me and becomes a part of me, I definitely feel like it could end up on the wall behind me. Like, just based off that first listen. Some first listens are so special that you can just tell. I'm not going to try and act like his tragic passing doesn't have a lot to do with how this album made me feel and why it made me feel so many things. And yeah, rest in peace to Mac Miller, man. You probably noticed I was feeling the emotion at many points during this first listen, and I probably had goosebumps from start to finish. This is a very bittersweet moment for me, because it's like, this is such a beautiful album and it's so amazing, and I'll probably live with this album for so long. But it's like, the person that created it like passed away so young, and he didn't actually get the chance to create anything more or just live out his life like the rest of us get to, you know what I mean? I'm gonna probably do the rest of his projects and do the rest of his music in the coming weeks and months on this channel. Subscribe if you want to see that. Check out my other videos if you're interested. And let me know what else you want me to do. Let me know what you think about this album. Let me know when you first heard it, how it impacted you. What are your thoughts on the whole concept? And yeah, I'm definitely going to be uploading a few times a week on this channel, so make sure you watch out for those videos. And until then,